Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a blessed Sunday. Today's message is about embracing the hidden season, and we'll be reading from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Now, according to this verse, what is the difference between seen and unseen? So, seen is pretty much everything that we see around in the world, tangible things, material things that are, like this verse says, temporary. And the unseen is eternal, but also everything that happens in the spiritual realm and everything that God does and that He moves around for us that we don't see, right? Now, why is it so important to distinguish both? And why is it important to approach them in a different way? Now, unfortunately, a lot of people focus more on what is seen because that's what you see, right? The material things, the tangible things, that's what people see and that's what people attach themselves to. But as this verse says, unseen is what is eternal, but it's also what is being done behind the scenes. And for us as Christians, we need to understand that most of what is done behind closed doors, most of what is done in the unseen, is what's most important when it comes to the scene, right? So our prayer, building our foundation with God, trusting Him in the secret place, doing all the work behind closed doors, that's what really matters. Making sure that on a personal level, depending on what you do, that you're working when nobody's watching, you're disciplined when nobody's watching, because that's what allows you to perform. That's what allows you to just do things well when opportunities come your way, when people are looking, when you're faced with difficult times. And that's why it's important to focus on the unseen rather than the unseen. Wait, sorry. That's why it's important to focus on the unseen rather than what is seen. Pretty much, the unseen is what builds your foundation to what you see. But if you do it the other way around, you're building your foundation based on all these things that you have. But all these things that you have change. All these things that you have are not really that important, which over time make your foundation shaky, make your foundation based off of things that don't matter, that are not important, that are not of God, that He doesn't necessarily want for you, that He hasn't necessarily planned for you. And a lot of us want things quicker. We feel like we are behind in our lives, and the lack of focus rather that we place on the work behind closed doors, it's really what, for one, is not allowing us to tap into what we should have, and also is the reason as to why a lot of us lose what we have when we get it, because we didn't take the time to build our foundation, which would allow us to sustain and grow in what God gives us. So I just want to encourage you guys to not just get by your hidden season, but actually build in that, build in your prayer, build in your foundation with God. Make sure that you work on your foundations, work on your values, and that will allow you to stand strong in the midst of struggles. That will allow you to stand strong when the devil is tempting you, when the devil is trying to attack you and bring you down. That's really what holds you together. So shift your focus and everything will be good.